here's another great technique you can use against your opponent. So whenever he grabs you, a lot of the times they'll use knees, but it's very difficult to use the knees because the knees have a set fixed range that's sort of medium. You have to be sort of this far away just to use the knees because the hard part, otherwise you're just hitting him with the soft part and it's a waste of time. So instead, you can always use this part of the knee to kick the inside of the leg of your opponent. So if, let's say he's totally grabbed against you, you can do it at zero range. So you use this part and you kick on the inside of the knee right here. You kick right here on the inside of the opponent, right here. So you're up like this, and you go like this, and you can also scoop your foot like this, and it's even more powerful. Or you can also because you're already in a clinch position, right? So you can always put your hand on your foot and also step down on here. This part of the leg is super weak to attacks, right here. If you kick, it's downwards like this, or it's downwards like here, or it's upwards like here and here. This is a weak part of so it's also a nerve. There's a strict nerve going up here. So you go like this, and you can and it can be done from any range. It doesn't really matter if he's like sort of hunched up like this, or if he's straight, because you can always adjust the range. But with your knees, you can't. It's basically one range, and it's far range, and it's basically like this. Or you have to. A lot of Muay Thai guys, they'll always go like this, because the knees need so much range to work, so they can go like this. But when you're with your the hard part of your foot, which is extremely dense, and you can hit really hard without feeling anything, can always be hit from any sort of range. You can basically have no range at all. It's the same thing when you shoot elbows, that you have to be a certain distance away, but with short punches you can just hit like this, be in no range or whatsoever. But with your elbows you always need some distance to hit the face of your opponent, otherwise you're just hitting here and there's no power behind it then. So